to my channel. My name's Poppy and I do makeup tutorials and things like that here on YouTube. Now, I know I haven't done a makeup video in like the longest time, so I'm really excited to tell you that today is going to be a makeup video. So, Priceline is kind of similar to Superdrug in the UK, but it's like the Australian version. They do lots of, obviously, drugstore brands. They do Makeup Revolution now. They also do the Australian brand Australis and your general Revlon, L'Oreal, Maybelline, all those kind of brands as well. So I managed to pick up a little box of goodies when they had their 50% off sale. So all of these products are new to me, so I'm going to be testing them out, but also I'm going to have to use a few products that aren't in this box to make up the full face, but they will more than likely be from Priceline as well. So if you wanted to do this whole look, you can by going to Priceline, or you know, if you're not in Australia, I'm sure you can pick up some of these brands drugstore anyway, and Australis have their own website as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so as I've gone through pretty much the products I'm going to be using, I found that most of them are Australis. So I'm not going to be saying, obviously, that this is a full face of Australis Australis Cosmetics video, but it's almost there. So let's get into it. The first product I'm going to use is the Australis Cosmetics Midas Touch Priming Oil. So it's kind of like the Farsali one in that it has gold specks in it. So it's very pretty. Keeps my skin hydrated. And I really like using it as a primer. It isn't vegan. There is honey in this. So I think they claim that this one is like cruelty free, and I'm not sure if they actually say it's vegan, but it does have honey in it, just so you know, if you were thinking about getting this. I know NYX have got their own version. I'm not sure what's in that one, and yeah, as I said, it's kind of like a dupe for the Farsali one. So I hope I'm saying that right, but yeah. Okay, so while I let this soak in, I'm going to go in and do my eyes, and I've got a nice cute little new palette to use. But first of all, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1. I usually go for shade C2, but I had this one in my drawer and thought I'll give it a try. I know I usually use the P. Louise base, but there's nothing wrong with using a bit of concealer, especially since this is like a drugstore one and you can get this from Priceline now. I thought, why not? Got a bit kind of carried away with doing videos that weren't makeup, and then yeah, this kind of Priceline half price sale haul got me thinking I should do a makeup video, and Shell thought I should too, because I was noticing, you know, now I've gone back up again in subscribers, but I'd noticed that a few people had unsubscribed to me. I'm not sure, you know, obviously that might not have just been because I wasn't doing makeup videos, but I'm not sure. So I've got this brand new palette that I'm really excited about. It's the Australis Kaleidoscope palette. This would have been great to do like a pride look with, but here are the colours. Absolutely beautiful. Let's do a look. Okay, so I've got a selection of brushes here. Most of these are unique ones, and I also have a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill one and Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I've got actually a fair range of brushes. I know none of these are drugstore, but let's get on with it. So obviously I'm going to be doing a colourful look today because the palette is colourful. Now let's get in with maybe the yellow shade first. Got a fair bit of pigment there, and I don't really have to worry about fallout yet because I haven't done my face. So let's, they're not all mattes either. We've got some shimmers in there. I might go with this cute pink shade next. Now on the back it doesn't, Oh, it does tell me what they are. Okay, well, there's some shades here, but I'll show you which ones they are. Maybe I'll go in with the other end of this brush. It's not the most pigmented palette. I mean, I dipped my brush in a little bit and it's already kind of disappearing. Maybe I'll go in with a bit of a darker shade. Now I'm going to go in with the yellow again on the other eye and I'll blend it out in a minute. Now let's blend it out a little, get rid of some of the yellow. When you blend, you kind of lose a lot of the pigment. But we'll keep going anyway. Now I'm going to go in with this unique crease brush. I'm going to go in with the blue shade here. Now it's kind of a light rainbow look. It's not very pigmented, but you can kind of still see the colour there. And so I'm going to use this Morphe brush here. It's the JH43, and I'm going to go under my eyes with the green shade first. So I'm trying to use a lot of the colour in the palette. And now I'm going to go in with the purple shade. The palette is already well and truly dipped into now. And then I'm going to go back in with this like pinky shade, maybe a little bit of this one as well. And in the inner corner, I'm going to go back in with this shade here. Back in. I'm going to go in with it, sorry. And that one's gorgeous. Okay, now next I'm going to go in with my foundation. I've got the Makeup Revolution Matte Base Foundation in the shade 6.5. I find that this shade is like my perfect shade. I think I started off buying F6 when I bought my first Revolution foundation, and then I went in with, I bought F4 to get it a bit lighter. I just felt like that was a little bit too light, whereas 6.5 is actually lighter than F6. Now I'm just going to pop some on my tart brush. I just really think it is a little light maybe, but I feel like it blends out well. I have 3 other Makeup Revolution foundations. I have the Camouflage one, I have the Fast Base stick, and I have the Conceal and Define one that matches the the concealer. It's like the dupe of the Tarte one pretty much. And this one I'm not sure, it's just their new one. So I'm giving it a little whirl here. Did anybody, if you're in Australia, did anybody grab anything from the Priceline 50% off sale? I was like looking and I'm like, no. And then I thought it'd be a good idea to do like a haul video, and you know, can't complain at half price cosmetics, so here we are. And also, as well as just not doing makeup videos, my other videos are kind of shorter, and I know some people voted on my Twitter poll that they prefer shorter videos, but other people prefer longer ones, so I thought I'd mix it up a bit, and now this one will be a bit of a longer one. Obviously, with me doing makeup looks, I feel like it's better to do longer videos, and with just doing little tips or reviews or anything like that, I feel like shorter ones are okay. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer, or whether you prefer a mixture, because I don't mind doing, say, longer ones on a Sunday but shorter ones on a Wednesday, even though I usually pre-record them anyway. I say usually because sometimes I'm a bit disorganised and don't end up doing it until like the night before, but lucky now I know how to use iMovie a little bit better. It doesn't take me that long to edit them. Alright, I think I've like added as much foundation as I possibly can. Now this is cruelty free and vegan, it says, so if you're looking for a new foundation, obviously I don't know how it lasts yet, but so far it's good. Now I'm going to go back in with the concealer under my eyes. The foundation seems to have pretty good coverage, but it's never a bad thing to put some concealer on as well to get extra coverage. Well, it still has a little bit of remnants of the e.l.f. one on it, so that's pretty grotty. I might have to go back in and do my eyes underneath. I probably should have waited till the end to do that anyway, but we'll see. So here's how the look's going so far. I'm happy with the foundation. The eyes, they actually look okay. I feel like on camera you can tell it's not like the best pigment, but I feel like if I take a photo, oh, look at these little baby hair bits. I feel like I can kind of brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Australis banana powder. Puts that bit of colour back into my face as well, I feel like. Next I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You can get this at Priceline. I think I got this one online because my store don't usually have it. But if you're in the city, you can usually get it pretty easily, I think. Being in a more rural type city, if that makes sense. Like, you can't necessarily get it. I don't know, they just don't order it in. I feel like it just doesn't sell out so quick unless they only get a few in and then everyone buys it. But it's just never there. Every time I checked, it was never there. So I gave up and I got it online instead. Then I ended up getting a couple, and I mean, as you can see, this one's lasted me forever. So I gave one to my sister because I feel like everyone should use this bronzer. I love it. It's my favourite bronzer I've ever used. And yeah, my hair is seriously just going everywhere, so I'm just going to leave it. Bit more colour in my face again. So even with a slightly more pale foundation, like obviously I felt like that was the best match for me, but even though it didn't, it was maybe a little bit light, you can kind of bronze it up, put some powder on, and you're usually good to go. Now, the next new product I'm going to try is the Australis Strawberries and Dreams Scented Blush. So I pretty much did say it was going to be an Australis video. And I'm glad they haven't wrapped this stuff right up because it's easier to open. So this is what it looks like. Absolutely massive pan. Probably my perfect shade. Kind of smells like strawberries, like not entirely. It's not the best smelling strawberries, but I'm just going to use this brush, get in here, tap it off. Might put a bit too much, and I always seem to get carried away when it comes to blush, even though I tap it off. So it's a matte blush. And pretty much all the products that are new in here, even if I'm not using every single one, I'll show you what I got anyway. Everything came to less than $100, so it's a good deal. Okay, now I'm just going to go back in with my sponge to cover up a bit of the blush. And then go back in here. There we go. Now, what am I going to do next? I've got these two liquid lipsticks by Maybelline. So I'll just take them out of this little packet. I've heard that they are really well lasting, and I thought, well, at half price, can't really complain. So I got the shades Self Starter, which is this nude one, and Dancer in the red shade here. Now this nude shade, I think I got like a L'Oreal one that was similar. It's still dark. Or I've got this one, which is really, really red. I feel like I want to go red. It's very red. Shell and I started watching Orange is the New Black last night because the new season was out on Netflix. And this might be an unpopular opinion, but not really enjoying it so far. Like, it's alright, but I feel like it's a bit boring. I don't know, does anyone else feel like that, or am I the only one? I don't know, I just feel like you don't connect with the newer characters as much, and now there's like, I don't know, I just want to get it over with. It's just, this season isn't really my cup of tea, that's all, and that's the tea. So, I'm liking the shade of red. So, I got two Australis lip glosses. The Girl Boss ones. I got Risque and Tease Me. So these two are gorgeous. But because I've gone with the red lip, I'm going to go with the red gloss. Oh, they do have a sticker on them. I'll leave that one in the box, but I'll show you anyway. Now, if you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I usually do my eyebrows at the start, but I do have a new product to use. So I thought I would show you. So I got the Beauty Essentials eyebrow pencil in a dark brown shade, I'm pretty sure. No, medium. I got medium. It was like $2, and even though I have a lot of eyebrow pencils, you can't have too many, I feel like. Well, you probably can, but I was gonna get dark. I remember now. It's gonna get dark, but it's pretty much black, whereas this medium one was actually a decent shade. So, see, doesn't seem too bad. Only downside about this one is you have to sharpen it, but that's okay because I'm not that lazy that I won't sharpen a pencil, but I prefer not to. Even though this isn't like a super glam look or anything, I feel so glam because like I never wear makeup for work because I prefer to sleep in the morning, and yeah, I feel really dressed up even though I've just put a little bit of makeup on my face. So I'm going for that big brow look apparently. I like it. Okay. So the second last thing I want to try out is the Australis Strobe Jelly. It's a highlighter. And it looks like this. And I've never used a jelly highlighter before, I don't think. I don't know. I'm kind of scared to put it on my face because now I've done all this makeup. I'll put a little bit in and on and dab it. I just don't want to put heaps on. There's a lot in the tub. It's probably just moved because it's like sideways. Gives off a nice shine though. Like, I don't hate it, but it's just weird. Okay. I kind of like it. Alright. Now I do have a mascara I'm going to use, and no, not that one. No. What? I was going to use the Australis dupe for that one. I've just shown you the wrong one. There it is. Alright, we're good. See, they do look so similar. If you haven't seen that video already, it's on my channel. There's the Australis Fake It one, which looks like Benefit Mad Gal Bang, but it's not. Actually, I'm going to wait till I do this other product. Sorry. Getting myself all mixed up. Alright. So I bought these little cute little things. I thought I ordered like all these colours, but I only ordered 2. So it's liquid eyeshadow. It's kind of a dupe, I guess, for the Stila ones. I got Morganite and Topaz, and I've kind of done a colourful look already, but I think I'll go with this gold one. I like it. It's cute. Okay, now we're going to go back to the mascara. That I nearly got the wrong one out, but anyway. Yeah, so if you haven't seen whether I prefer this one or Bad Gal Bang, make sure you watch that video because this one was a lot cheaper. This one was $8 Australian and Bad Gal Bang, technically it was free because I had a voucher and yeah, it didn't cost me anything, but it was $23 originally, so. I'm kind of, out of this haul, like I love everything. I just feel like the palette could have had a little bit more pigment, but it is a drugstore brand palette and I think I paid like less than $20 for it, and so I guess you can't expect too much. And it was pigmented until I blended it out, so I guess if I just built it up and just didn't blend it out, but I was kind of going for the kind of transition look that I've got here, so that is why. Okay, now because you can actually get this at Priceline now, I can include it in my video. I used it in my last makeup video and yeah, I love it. I think I did anyway. Anyway, if I haven't, here we go. It's the Glow Revolution Prime Set Glow Spray and I've got the gold shade. Gives you that all over glow. Right, so this is the finished look. No, I would say finished and then I got mascara right on here, didn't I? Okay, well it's not finished, hang on, it's not finished. Obviously I wasn't very careful and I've got mascara right there. Alright, so here's the finished look. I haven't got any more mascara all over my face really. My brows are bushy, my eyelids are nice and colourful. I really like this look actually. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe because we're nearly at 600 subscribers. And yeah, let me know which product you like best. Let me know if you agree with me, whether you like Orange is the New Black or not, because I do enjoy it, but it's not the best season, let's be honest. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Petals. Bye.